let's talk about fun things to do in Canterbury, UK. So here we are about an hour and a half drive from London. Not too far, so if you're visiting London, check out Canterbury. Now, there are some really cool things to do here. It is a charming place. In fact, take a look. We're right here in Westgate Gardens, and you see this river going by.
It's amazing.
Beautiful flowers.
I mean, they've got castle-y type stuff, right? Look at that, old buildings. Obviously, we're not from here. We are from Branson, Missouri in the USA. And so we are loving, like, just the history. It's incredible.
So much history. In fact, there are buildings here that were built about 1,000 years before the US even existed. So that is incredible to us, just to be able to come in and see the history that exists on every corner. So that leads us to the first thing to do, and that would be visit the city center. You're going to see so much history. There's shoppings, there's restaurants, there's museums, and just take a walk and look at all the history that exists all around you.
We were just there. We just spent a long time just walking, and it's like those iconic old English streets and alleys, and you know, there's flags across the street and all sorts of old buildings and shops and restaurants. It's amazing.
We just had a great meal. It was Mexican, French fusion.
Right? And it's one of Orlando Bloom's favorite restaurants. We ate there, yeah.
So that was incredible. Now, the second thing to do, and we are right here, is Westgate Gardens. This is one of the most popular places to visit here in Canterbury. And you can just see the beauty all around us. There's these gardens, these beautiful flower gardens, and people come from all over to take their pictures in the gardens.
And there's seagulls all over the place.
So picturesque. And the third thing to do, and you can see that right here we have this amazing river, is take a boat tour. We did that. We took an incredible boat tour.
In fact, let me zoom in a little bit. They park these boats, they're called punts. They park them under that bridge right there, and they navigate with a long pole. And so that's one of the types of boats that you can ride on is it a canal, I guess? Or
I think,
canal?
Our tour guide says it's actually a river.
A river, okay.
And we took a little bit different type of boat tour, and I think we're gonna stick up some pictures or footage of that.
Some good 360 video.
And not only did we get to see the beautiful sights, but we had a tour guide who told us all about, historic buildings and some of the stuff that went on, like during the plague.
It's some crazy stuff that we learned. Oh my gosh.
We can tell you that during the plague, you would not have wanted to bathe in this river or be in this river.
Nope. Drink the water. Nope.
Nope. It was pretty gross back then.
Yep.
So, but now it's beautiful. In fact, you can see all the way to the bottom. I don't know if you can get it on camera.
Oh yeah, easy.
But you can see it all the way to the bottom. It's super clear. I guess they said there's some kind of rock that filters the water, and that's why it looks so clear and crystal clear. So, all right. So another thing
Hey, first, wouldn't it be cool to live right here? There was some guy out here, I don't know if he was doing some barbecuing or something, but that's somebody's house.
That would be amazing.
How amazing would that be?
It would be amazing. So peaceful.
Yeah.
All right, so another thing to do in Canterbury, and we did this yesterday, is the Canterbury Cathedral. Some amazing architecture.
I love this stuff.
Amazing architecture, some amazing history. You get to see the tombs of a lot of very famous people.
The, what do they call them? The
archbishops?
Well, the King Henry IV is buried there.
Yes.
And what do they call him? The Black Prince? Or
the Black Prince.
Is that what they call him?
Yes, and so he's there.
You can research him.
So there are a lot of things to see at Canterbury Cathedral. It's not just the cathedral either. They have gardens. They have a crypt that you can go down there. We couldn't take any video or photos of the crypt, but
they're seeing right now. They're seeing video of the cathedral, and we went through it twice. And actually, we had very limited time, but we had enough time to go through it. 2 times. You could spend a couple hours there at least. We spent about an hour, and boy, it was, I don't know, stuff like that. We went to Westminster Abbey, is that what it was, in London on our previous trip, and I don't know, that stuff's so interesting to me.
Probably because you have led churches in the past, and so there's something about the old churches.
Yeah.
They get you.
They get you right there.
All right, so another thing to do, you can see right there behind me.
Right
that's
there.
the towers And there's a museum in there, so you can go in there and check out that museum. Pretty cool. But something we're going to be doing in there tonight is they also have an escape room.
Right.
And so you can play an escape room in the towers. In fact, I think the one we're doing tonight actually uses parts of the museum that are closed, so it's after hours.
And we're actually here in Canterbury for an escape room conference because we're escape room owners. Just tell them real quick about Escape Code if you're ever in Branson, Missouri, which is on the other side of the world.
So we own Escape Code in Branson, Missouri. We have 7 amazing escape games, so we'd love to have you out to have you play. We have 2 of the world's largest escape games, between 2,500 and 3,000 square feet and 6 to 8 rooms each. And so we're here for a conference where we're going to learn the tips and tricks and see what's new to the industry. And we get to play a really cool escape game inside the towers. And so that is another thing to do here. And so now those are some of the things that we have done. If you know of other great things to do here, well, let me just say this, there's the Marlowe Theater, which we didn't get to do this trip, but there is a theater here. So if you want to see a production there, and I'm sure.
How about the Roman Museum?
Oh yeah, there is a Roman museum, so we didn't have time to do that. So there's a lot we didn't get to do. If you know of other things to do here, please drop it in the comments. Let everybody know what they should check out.
Yeah, this is our first visit. It's our second visit to the London area. And so we're sharing with you, just as we do on this channel, if you're new to the channel, we share with you our adventures, what we've experienced, and we want you to partner with us. Let us know maybe what you have experienced or ask questions, for us. We'd love to respond to you as well.
We're going to be going to a couple of other places that are close to here. One is Margate, one is Dover, and so a few other places that are close but also have things to do there. So if you wanted to stay in Canterbury but then also take a day trip to these other places, you'd be able to do that. And just keep in touch so that you can see videos on these other towns we're going to visit.
Yeah, subscribe for sure.
All right, thanks so much for watching. Safe travels, everyone.